What's up, America? Yo, it is Patriots Public Opinion again. You know, I should change the name of the channel to Patriots Unpopular Opinion. By the way, if you're real sensitive, you get your feelings hurt easy, and you get offended by shit, right? Click off this video now. Fair warning. All right, so now let's go on. All right, so the latest topic that I'm recording for my channel, I don't understand America's youth's victim mentality, right? You wonder why everybody else in the world looks at us like fucking lunch meat. Because our youth is stupid and they're weak and they walk around with this fucking victim mentality, you know? Like there's no fucking strength in our numbers anymore. I don't know how to explain this, right? Every kid has a pronoun or a title nowadays, right? This is what they're being taught. And I'm not against anybody that wants to be what they want to be, but goddamn, you know, you can make it a little less confusing. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like, goddamn, you got kids at 13, 14 years old when they shouldn't even be thinking about titles, calling themselves non-binary, pansexual, you know, this whole list of other crap, dude. Are you serious? Like, dude, I don't care. I had a friend when I was growing up named Kevin. Kevin was gay. We knew he was gay. Kevin was awesome. He was one of the boys, man. Nobody had a problem towards what Kevin was, okay? But it was very easy. He liked men, you know. That's who Kevin was, man. And Kevin's a great guy. Fucking love Kevin. But even without all that shit, right? This whole victim mentality, man. There's no strength in these youth's mentality anymore. Everything is a reason to tell on somebody. Everything is a reason to sue somebody. Everything is a reason to say, this person offended me by saying this or that. You know what? I'm done with it. We live in a country that was built by the grit off immigrants' backs. Hard-working, no-nonsense human beings. That's who built this country. When I was a kid, I got bullied. Dude, I was a little fat fucking nerdy kid that loved fucking comic books and nothing else. I didn't have a lot of friends. I got picked on so much when I was growing up, it wasn't even funny. And there was one kid in particular. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know where he's at in life and I don't want to call him out on some bad shit. You're going to see later in the video that I actually like the guy. I have respect for him now. But he used to bully me every day, right? There was a little fat tubby kid. I was weak. I was nerdy. I was scared of everything, man. Dude. This kid, he took me out one day after school. He followed me across the street and he started a conflict with me. And I tried to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't work. He kept gravitating around me. His friends were circling around me. He was calling me names, you know. You're this, you're that, whatever. You know, dragging me into a fight. All it took was one of his friends bumping into me. It was like, oh shit, you hit my friend? And they beat the crap out of me, dude. And then I went home that day. And I'm not gonna lie, man, my feelings were hurt, bro. I got beat up. I had a little bit of tears running down my face, you know. I was sad, bro. I went home. This kid was in 5th grade. I was in like 3rd grade. You know, he's way older, way bigger than me. And I went home and I told my dad, I said, Dad, this kid at school beat me up, man. You know, what do I do about it? My dad wasn't like, we're going to go to the school and talk to your teachers and we're going to sue this kid and we're going to file a lawsuit and God damn it, he better use your fucking pronouns. You know, those fucking pronouns. No. My dad was like, sounds like it's time for you to learn to defend yourself. So my dad, he used to do these yard workouts, you know, old school 75th Ranger, and he built this like gym course in our yard, right? It's crazy. Probably everybody in the town was looking at us like fucking freaks, but dude, my dad was rocking it. He was out there, he had a pole in the ground with rope around it. He punched that pole like 200 times, hardened his knuckles, you know what I'm saying? tire with the sledgehammer. Like, he was out there working it, dude. My dad's a beast. All right. So he was like, sounds like it's time for you to defend yourself. Like, all right, Dad, what do I do? Put me in some self-defense classes, got me enrolled in karate, and then on our own, my dad was teaching me to spar. And we were talking about these instances going on with these bullies, and my dad was like, look, don't start a fight. Don't go into nothing looking to start an issue. Don't be that guy, because if you do that guy, you're wrong. And I'm going to be the first person to tell you you're wrong. But you do what I tell you, you're right. I'll be the first person to have your back. Cool. Did a couple sparring lessons with my dad. He was like, look, the next time this kid gets in your face, this is what you do, right? And he was the old school dad. It was like, look, this kid, he's picking on you because he's jealous of you. And he thinks he's a big man in front of all his friends, and you beat him up. His friends are going to learn, you know. You're not to be messed with. I started having this mentality by the end, and I'm like, yeah, man, fuck this kid, you know. I'm going to embarrass him in front of his friends. I'm going to beat him up. I'm going to do all this shit, right? Just waiting for that kid to start a fight with me, right? So I went to school the next day. Walking around the halls, and I'm looking for this kid, man. Just looking for him. I'm just waiting for this kid to start a fucking issue with me, right? So I'm like, the first time this kid says anything, first time he raises a hand at me, I'm gonna hit him in his mouth, right? I'm gonna lay him out in front of his friends. I'm gonna be the fucking man, right? I had these visions going off in my head, fireworks, fucking the whole third grade class behind me. Woo, you know, you beat up the bully and shit. All the girls behind me. Oh, you know, it's not how it really works in real life, but that's what's going on in my head, right? So, finally get to the end of the day. I start walking home from school. I haven't seen this kid all day. I'm like, maybe this kid doesn't want me, man. You know? Maybe he's seen me walking around with my chest puffed out and he's scared. He doesn't want to have any problems, so he went on to picking on somebody else. Nope. Walking home with my best friend, and all of a sudden I hear this behind my back. Hey, bitch. And I'm like, oh shit, right? Here we go. Here he is. Turn around. We're standing in the front yard across the street from the elementary school. He turns around, he says, hey, bitch, what's up? I said, hey, man, you're not going to talk to me like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? He said, what are you going to do about it? I said, put a hand on me, you're going to find out. I said, I've been learning some things, man. You're not going to fuck with me no more. Kid said, oh, yeah? He said, well, you want to fight? That's fine. I said, yeah, you're right, it is, but I'm not going to throw the first hit. It's going to be self-defense. I'm not stupid, man. He says, you put a hand on me, and I'm going to hurt you, right? You know what happened next? Dude, him and his friends beat the fuck out of me, dude. They beat me silly. But guess what? I got a couple hits in there, man. I defended myself, put my hands up, fought back, all this and that. I went home, black eye, bloody nose, beat up, all this and that. My dad said, what happened? I said, man, he picked on me again. My dad said, you fight back? I said, man, I threw some punches in there. I hit him a few times. My dad said, you win the fight? I said, no. He said, well, that kid knows you're going to fight back. It's all good, right? So, you know what ended up happening after all this? The crazy thing? Me and the bully got to be friends, dude. I don't know what it is, man. It's like, I fought back. I stood up for myself, right? And all of a sudden, I wasn't that nerdy, weak victim of a kid anymore. He had respect for me, dude. And we got to be friends for the next, 10 years of my life. We were good-ass friends. I got personal with the dude, man. I started learning things about him. You know, his home life wasn't so good. His family life wasn't so good. But he was a good dude, man. Just going through a hard time. And he probably got to be one of my best friends in the whole world, man. And I'll tell you what, I lost that fight to him, dude. He beat the shit out of me. But I earned my respect from my peers for standing up for myself. And I got in several fights from that incident. And, dude, I didn't win all my fights. Anybody that tells you they won all their fights is a fucking liar. But I won a fair share, you know? And I got to be the person that people knew, this isn't the guy to be messed with, man. This isn't the guy who's going to sit there and fucking take the harassment and all that. And it was like this journey into manhood, right? This earning of respect. You can say whatever you want, man. Oh, well, that's not right. Kids shouldn't have to earn respect that way. Blah, 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 blah. You know, that's just wrong and all this and that. Well, guess what, man? It's kids like me that were going through those times that ended up joining the military after 9/11, ended up fighting this war for that 20 plus years, right? Being the tough soldiers, earning the respect through things like Fallujah, Baghdad, you know, the Kandahar province, all that shit. You know, we ended up becoming the heroes of that day. It's the kids like me that went out and, you know, started doing things in the world that fucking changed it, man. Like, there was a point we were doing really good and we were making differences. These children nowadays, with their victim mentality, what difference you think you're gonna make? Lawsuits have gone up, man. Lawyers are getting paid. Everybody's getting sued for everything now. But you're a weak human being with a weak fucking mentality. And by portraying that victim personality, that's all anybody ever sees you as a victim. It's fucking stupid, man. To the youth, you're the future leaders of this country. You're the people going to take us into the next age and the next decade, but you're stupid and you're weak. And everything is a reason to fucking tell on somebody and start a problem, dude. When I was going to school, 2 kids had a problem with each other. They went across the street and they fought it out in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you went back to class, nobody knew shit about it, and it was all good. And you earned each other's respect, whether you liked each other at the end of the day and became friends or not. Or, you know, you might have got caught by the school, got an out-of-school suspension, you know, whatever. Nowadays, a kid fucking defends themselves against a bully and, God forbid, wins the fight. You're looking at criminal charges. Dude, this shit is sickening. This is not good for this fucking country, man. It's not good for this generation. We're making ourselves targets, dude. This is why people in the world look at us like we're weak and we're stupid, because we are. And every fucking time that one of you comes out here with this fucking victim mentality and some fucking stupid argument about some stupid bullshit that doesn't fucking matter, that's why we look fucking ridiculous and stupid, dude. Grow a pair, man. Stand up for yourself. Be a fucking person, dude. Be an adult. Show a little bit of strength and backbone, dude. Shit, I'll tell you what, man. That bully was the worst I ever went through. Second I stood up for myself, man, that bullshit stopped. And like I said, me and that guy got to be good friends, man. I'm sitting here making this video kind of wondering where that dude's at today. I kind of miss him, man. I love him a lot. You know, like I said, I didn't win that first fight. He beat the fuck out of me, boo. But, you know what? I stood on my own, too. That shit matters.